Welcome to Studio House Design, your cozy corner on the web where timeless style meets everyday living. Here, we dive into the heart of classic American vintage blended effortlessly with modern touches, inspiring you to create spaces that feel uniquely yours. Whether you love rich textures, warm tones, or that perfect mix of old world charm with today's convenience, you're in the right place. Grab your favorite drink, get comfy, and let's explore design ideas that bring sophistication and comfort to your home. Thanks for joining us on this stylish journey. Step into a refined Manhattan apartment where classic American vintage style meets a modern edge. The living room invites you with its warm beige and navy color scheme, sumptuous velvet sofas, and leather armchairs. Rich wooden finishes and brass accents add character, while the tall windows reveal soft city light. The space feels both elegant and cozy, a perfect retreat draped in timeless sophistication design for those who appreciate subtle luxury. The dining room blends nostalgia with elegance through its long reclaimed wood table and plush ecru chairs accented with dark piping. Gentle houndstooth wallpaper sets the perfect backdrop while a sparkling chandelier casts warm light over fine china. Dark wood cabinetry and brass details balance old-world charm with modern refinement, inviting you to savor meals in a space full of history and grace. A serene bedroom features a luxurious mix of textures with a tufted leather headboard, knit throws, and patterned pillows in soothing cream and navy. Antique bedside lamps glow warmly beside rich mahogany furniture, while deep hardwood floors are softened by a sheepskin rug. Velvet curtains frame expansive windows, creating a restful sanctuary that reflects timeless beauty and understated modern comfort. The home office embodies classic refinement and functionality, with mahogany bookshelves filled with leather-bound volumes and vintage leather boxes. A large desk topped with brass accessories and a green banker's lamp exudes scholarly charm. Botanical prints add a refined touch on deep blue walls, while natural light filters through navy drapes, creating a space that effortlessly balances productivity with quiet elegance. In the kitchen, crisp white cabinets with brass hardware meet polished marble countertops and a farmhouse sink, blending vintage spirit with modern amenities. Open shelves display blue and cream pottery alongside rustic wooden counters and leather bar stools. Soft under-cabinet lighting illuminates textured subway tiles, while large windows draped in light fabrics bathe the space in welcoming natural light, inviting effortless cooking in stylish comfort. The living room's cozy elegance is defined by the sumptuous mix of velvet and leather seating arranged around a walnut coffee table with brass feet. Tall bookcases filled with antique books and vintage decor add layers of depth, while navy and cream accents amplify warmth. Floor-to-ceiling curtains soften large city-facing windows, crafting an inviting atmosphere that marries classic charm with contemporary sophistication. This bedroom feels like stepping into a timeless Ralph Lauren dream, with a classic four-poster bed layered in cream linens and blue quilts. Muted charcoal walls and mahogany furniture carved with intricate details add richness, while Persian rugs and brass lamps elevate warmth. Heavy velvet curtains filter city light gently, creating a perfect blend of American vintage glamour and modern comfort. A hidden reading nook invites quiet respite with a leather wingback chair boasting brass nailhead trim and a hand-knotted Persian rug beneath. Floor-to-ceiling bookshelves line the walls, filled with vintage volumes that whisper stories. Navy walls deepen the room's cozy feel, while natural daylight filtering softly through velvet drapes enhances a space that's both classic and comforting. In the dining room, a robust mahogany table anchors sophisticated leather chairs detailed with brass studs. Silk wallpaper in muted beige and a large Persian rug creates subtle luxury, while vintage crystal glassware twinkles under a warm chandelier. Velvet drapes frame expansive windows, casting soft light that emphasizes this timeless blend of classic Americana and modern elegance. A family room with a well-worn leather sofa and plaid armchairs welcomes casual comfort with sophisticated style. A rustic wooden coffee table rests on a woven wool rug in camel and navy, while framed vintage artwork adds nostalgic charm. Antique brass lamps and soft natural light from draped windows create a warm environment, balancing classic American tradition with a modern touch. A private library exudes scholarly elegance with floor-to-ceiling walnut shelves lined with leather-bound books and vintage pottery. A leather armchair and brass lamp provide inviting reading light on a Persian rug in warm tones. Deep blue walls with crown molding create a cozy atmosphere, softened by natural light streaming through draped windows, combining old-world sophistication with everyday comfort seamlessly. The kitchen's light-filled breakfast nook features white cabinetry with brass pulls, a marble island, and vintage pendant lighting. A round wooden table surrounded by camel leather chairs rests atop a patterned rug, while ceramic jars and fresh flowers add a touch of nature. Beige drapes frame windows, softening the bright sunlight and making this space as elegant as it is practical for leisurely mornings. In this refined dining room, the oval walnut table surrounded by navy-upholstered chairs invites intimate gatherings. Persian rugs in camel and cream soften hardwood floors, while silk wallpaper with gold damask patterns adds richness. A crystal chandelier sparkles above vintage silver candelabras and fresh florals, with velvet curtains framing city-lit windows to create a warm and timeless ambience. A cozy den with a chestnut leather Chesterfield sofa and deep navy velvet armchair offers tactile warmth through layered camel and cream pillows. Traditional wool rugs and brass lamps complement navy paneled walls adorned with vintage maps. Floor-to-ceiling velvet curtains soften light from large windows, merging American vintage style with inviting textures and timeless personality. The home office's sprawling mahogany desk anchors a room filled with vintage leather chairs and leather-bound books. Cream and navy patterned wallpaper adds warmth, while brass accessories and a green banker's lamp evoke classic style. Rich hardwood floors layered with a Persian rug create elegance, and soft daylight filters through velvet drapes, creating a workspace that is as beautiful as it is functional. A library's walnut bookshelves overflow with antique books and collectibles, complemented by a leather wingback chair and brass lamp. Deep navy walls with crown moldings create intimacy, softened by a cream and camel woven rug. Tall bay windows dressed with velvet drapes bathe the room in subdued natural light, balancing a vintage American aesthetic with serene comfort. The grand living room features a vintage brown Chesterfield sofa and camel velvet armchairs with brass studs, centered on an oriental rug. Muted beige walls display equestrian art, while mahogany shelves and brass fixtures add old-world charm. Floor-to-ceiling velvet drapes soften city light streaming through expansive windows, creating a space that is both timeless and quietly luxurious. A formal dining room showcases a polished walnut table surrounded by cream chairs lined with navy piping. Oriental rugs in complementary colors soften the floor. Blue silk wallpaper with gold damask motifs enriches the backdrop, while a crystal chandelier with antique brass accents illuminates porcelain dishes and fresh flowers. Velvet curtains frame city windows, evoking an atmosphere of vintage glamour merged with refined modernity. The rear room opens to a vintage American aesthetic with a classic leather sofa, dark wood bookshelves filled with ornate pottery and leather volumes, and navy walls contrasting camel-woven rugs over rich floors. French windows framed by heavy velvet curtains reveal a tranquil garden beyond. Warm brass lamps and landscape paintings enhance comfort, blending historic character with modern relaxation. The Manhattan Apartments' backyard reveals a serene oasis with manicured boxwood hedges and weathered wooden outdoor furniture dressed in navy cushions. A stone patio centers an aged brass table surrounded by ceramic pots of seasonal blooms. Ivy climbs a crisp white brick wall, and soft lantern light mingles with mature trees, crafting an elegant private refuge where classic American vintage style harmonizes with nature. Thanks so much for spending time with Studio House Design today. We hope these classic American vintage and modern blend ideas sparked your creativity and made you feel at home. If you enjoyed the vibes, don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more inspiring content, and share your thoughts or questions in the comments below. We'd love to hear from you. Your support helps us continue bringing cozy, timeless design inspiration right to your screen. See you next time for more heartfelt home styling.